told me pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this off. Tremendous opening field position. Running inside, it's Phillips. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Jacobs. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give from the gun. Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? He breaks a tackle. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets.
But, and he's got room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area.
Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles.
Maybe some room here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
To the air, it's Jacobs. Lofts one high and deep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, South Alabama. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Got it behind the line. It's McNeil. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Florida International. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Speed kills. This offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Jacobs. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The run inside, it's Phillips. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising. Coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Breaks the tackle. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Stone. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. My goodness, he unloads on that one. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
That's reeled in. It's Phillips. Finds a crease at the 20. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibbs. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Inside the touchdown, Jaguars. Rolled his way into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Bulldozes his way through. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. The offense changing the play. They'll run it on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion.
Now, a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge, letting him get some positive yards. He almost got in the end zone for the second time.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line.
Snags it, and he's open. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Panthers are marching down the field. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, FIU!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. The short hands, it's Hunter. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They want to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Fitted in the window for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Phillips. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll ride the hot hand. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Jaguars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield, but they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Fires to the big fella. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
That's just a great job by the defense, winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then they're just playing back. They're making sure they keep the football in front of them, they make the tackle, and they now set up 4th down.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The Jaguars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside. It's... Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense got it. They're on the run. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes. They score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few 1st downs. This one's over.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Rides to the back. Nice move to keep running. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's 3rd and long. And some room to work. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense.
Number 97, on to punt.